how much do you think social media has played into that decision where younger folks just don't see the sexiness of their family business and want to chase the glitz and glamour of what else is out there, something more exciting and sexy, as I mentioned earlier?
Well, that's a great question, because having a 17-year-old son now, I look at it and I say, it's that immediate gratification is very, very important to them. So the hard work, I don't want to make fun of a generation because then I sound old, but the hard work is a different thing for them. They value much more lifestyle and they value much less money. So if you rewind to when maybe our generation was growing up, but more importantly, I think our parents who came here as immigrants, and those parents who, in cases of our business, came from Asia as immigrants, their only opportunity was to go to work. They probably had small families, so they had to work hard to make money. This newer generation, there's a lot of money coming down the pike being passed down. I don't think they necessarily have to do what we had to do or what maybe our parents had to do in order to make ends meet. So it's changed for sure.
Yeah. You can definitely see it. Like there's just disinterest in the boring type businesses, right? But when you look at your portfolio of businesses, we're seeing a slowdown in the economy. Disposable income's down in households across the country. Are you seeing a trend amongst the businesses on how they're performing in the current environment? Like how are you dealing with these searchers who are now running these businesses, and they're probably seeing all this for the first time? What's the day-to-day issues that you're seeing today?
So what you just hit on is very important. Having a searcher matched up with someone who's actually, lived through 2 business cycles is important, right? Showing them, hey, this is not going to be, up and to the right all the time. You've got to think your way through it. So what are we seeing in our portfolio? Where you've seen government-sponsored money in the market, example, HVAC, the last couple of years, there's been a lot of government-sponsored programs. Those have really slowed down, which has slowed down the market. But then you layer on top of that, people who need new furnaces and new air conditioners, something I didn't know, a lot of them finance it. Yeah. And so when they finance it, they used to be paying literally 3%, 24, 36 months ago. Now they're looking at paying 12%. That's what a loan is on a chattel. And so there's, hey,
payments going up.
Yeah, maybe I need a new furnace, but I think, can you repair it? Can we get it for another 2 years? Whereas if you go back, especially during COVID, people would say, just put in a new one. Why? There was enough money around. People weren't traveling. People weren't going to work. So there was more money around and interest rates were at 2%. So people were replacing it. So that certainly has affected the market. Now, on the flip side, I will say one of our investments is in enriched education. And we thought as the market got tighter, maybe we'd see parents pull back a little bit. But it's been completely the opposite of what we expected. In fact, parents have said, I want more education for my kids. They missed out for 2 years. So they're actually seeking out different programs for their children. So that disposable income is going towards their kids' education rather than maybe a vacation.